What's going on, guys? Welcome to the third video of my Java Basics series. Today we're going to talk about logical operators, and logical operators consist of 5 main comparisons, 2 of which you have already seen before in your math classes. And those 5 are the greater than, the less than, which should look like that, the equal to, which is denoted by 2 equal signs instead of 1, the AND operator, and the OR operator. Now the first 2 we're going to talk about are greater than and less than, and I'm going to visualize these operators with 2 integers named x and y. So I'm going to say int x, and I'll give this a value of 30, and int y, and I'll give this a value of 70. Now if you remember from the last video, we talked about if statements, and to compare x and y, I'm going to say if x is greater than y, system.out.println true. And then I'm going to say else, which means that if y is greater than x, or if x is not greater than y, then system.out.println false. Now we can go ahead and run this, and it should print out false, because obviously 70 is greater than 30. So we can go ahead and run this and wait for this to load. Okay, so we go ahead and pull up the console, and as we see, it says false. So those were pretty self-explanatory, the greater than and less than, and now we're going to move on to the new stuff, which you guys have not seen before, most likely at least, which are the AND and the OR operators. And the first one we're going to talk about is the AND operator. So if you have an AND operator in an if statement, then it basically means the comparison on the left side of the AND statement and the comparison on the right side of the AND statement have to be true. They both have to be true, okay, for it to print out true. So if we said if x equals 30, which basically means that if the value stored in the x is 30, and y equals 70, which means that the value stored in the y is 70, then system.out.println true. And if that is not true, if both of these comparisons, or if either of these comparisons are not true, then it would print out false. So this would print out true, obviously because both of the comparisons are true. Now if I were to switch this y equals to a 60, then let's see what happens. It should print out false, and we see it does. And that is because not both of the comparisons were true. Both of the comparisons have to be true for an AND statement to print out true. If not all of them are true, then it's going to print out false. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the AND statement. I think there's not really much more to it. So we can go ahead and move on to the OR operator. And basically, the OR operator is a lot like the AND operator, but instead of having both comparisons having to be correct, only one of the comparisons have to be correct in an OR statement. So if we keep the numbers the same as we have in here, if x equals 30 and y equals 60, what do you guys think it would print out? Well, it's going to print out true, and that is because at least one of these are correct. Now, if I had x equals 30 and y equals 70, what do you think it would print out? Well, it would still print out true because at least one of them correct, or one of them is correct. And the thing with OR statements is one or both have to be correct for it to print out true. So if I did x equals 20 and y equals 60, then it should print out false. And that is because both of them are false. Both of them are not true. So just a recap of the OR statement, or the OR operator, at least one of the comparisons has to be correct for an OR statement, and for an AND statement, both of the comparisons have to be correct. Okay, so now that we've completed the greater than, the less than, the and the or operators, we can go ahead and look at one last comparison, and this is called the dot equals method. And basically it looks like this: dot equals with a parenthesis after it. And you can enter anything into the parenthesis. Okay? And uh, this dot equals method is a comparison between two strings. And if you guys remember from our previous videos, strings are words that consist of letters. So I can go ahead and switch X and Y to strings. String and string. And I can name, I'll name X apples. And then I'll name Y bananas. Okay? And then I can come down here and make another if statement. And the way we compare two strings is not like this: if x equals y. We can't do that because that's for integers and doubles. But we can say for strings, if x dot equals y, okay, then, oh, I messed up. If x dot equals y, then system.out.println true. And then else, which means if it does not equal y, if they don't equal each other, system.out.println false. Okay? And when you compare these two strings, you can do it in either order you want. You can say if y dot equals x, or you could do if x dot equals y, whatever your preference is. And what do you guys think would print out here? Well, y is bananas and x is apples. The computer, when you run this method, the y dot equals x, the computer is checking to see if the words are exactly the same. Okay, they're checking to see if the word is exactly the same in the same case, meaning if these two words were the same, like apples, but if this one had an uppercase A, then they would not be the same. To do that, we would have to say if y dot equals ignore case, which ignores the uppercase and lowercase. They just check to see if they're the exact same words spelled the exact same way. So now that I've changed y to apples and x is apples, and we have ignore case, what do you guys think would print out? Well, I'm pretty sure, well, I'm positive that it would print out true, which it does. But if we changed y back to bananas, then what do you think would print out? Well, I think it's pretty obvious. It would print out, hang on, false, okay? So that is basically the fundamentals of the logical operators, which include the greater than, the less than, the and the or, and also the dot equals method. These are very, very important operators that you're most likely going to use in a lot of your programs, especially the equals equals sign, the greater than and the less than. Those are very, very, very commonly used. So I hope you guys further understand logical operators. I hope you guys took something out of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.